G'day, everyone. Welcome to the Bothy. I'm Chris.
G'day, Amal.
So we're marching again, mate.
Thank God.
Woo!
For this mob.
For all Australians.
Yep.
Every Australian.
Yep.
At the Put Australia First rally.
Yep.
30th of November if you're in Queensland and Victoria. And
New South Wales,
29th of November. It was all supposed to be on the same day, but it's all got a bit hairy, mate.
Yeah, it's weird.
So we'll run through some details and then we'll play a little video of which our good friend Monica Smit was a part of with Sky News, and then we'll go from there. We've never met Monica Smit. We just call her our good friend.
Yeah.
But we admire and respect what she does.
We agree with most everything she says.
Pretty much. In Melbourne, it is the Put Australia First rally at 12 p.m. and marches from Flinders Street Station to Flagstaff Gardens. In Queensland, it's the same day, but at undisclosed locations at this time.
Mm.
And in Sydney, it's the 29th of November, and we'll put it up on the screen as to where it's to and from. But there has been some issues with Sydney. So the main message, other than what is obvious, which is to unite all Australians and to make a clear statement that it's time to put Australians first, there are three main messages. Immigration reform that preserves Australian values.
Sounds good.
Freedom from an enforced digital ID and protection of our right to free speech.
Completely. Love it.
And affordable energy and an end to
net zero.
The net zero agenda.
Thank God.
Feels like we're getting there with net zero.
Well, a lot of countries are doing it. So we'd always last, but we'll get there in the end.
Exactly right. Now, interestingly, Tommy Robinson is speaking at the Sydney rally on 29 November.
Yeah, it must be on camera because he won't be able to actually come into the country.
You wouldn't have thought so, would you? I was thinking the same thing.
Mate, if they knock back Candace Owens, who has done nothing wrong apart from speak the wrong speak, then they're not going to let him in the country.
Well, there's another very famous British person who's not allowed in the country either.
Another one? Katie Hopkins.
Katie Hopkins. Yep. Because she's been everywhere with Tommy lately.
She's great.
She's good. Yep.
She stands by what she says and she just goes for it.
And she means it.
Yeah.
And she's not backing down.
No, I like her. She's great.
So it'd be great to see him talk in Melbourne, but again, I think it'd be via screen.
Yeah. Because, as I say, if they're going to knock back Candace for coming to this country.
And Katie.
Then there's no way they're letting them in.
No way. Well, he's a criminal, isn't he? There's no way he's getting into Australia. He's just got out of jail, mate.
Is he a criminal?
He was convicted and he's just got out of jail. So whether we believe what he did was wrong
regardless.
It won't look good for the Australian government. So these are all points that we've talked about on our platform and all points that we agree with. So we go on that day in full support of this rally.
Yep.
And we applaud those that are organising it for coming out with a good platform. Here's a little grab from Sky News promoting the 29 and 30 November events.
Weekend of November 29th and 30th, that's in 3 weeks' time, the Put Australia First rally will take place. Now, what is the Put Australia First rally? Well, joining us now to tell us more about it is organiser and activist Monica Smit. Monica, great to see you. Great to have you back on Outsiders. So the Put Australia First rally, you've got some news about who are the speakers there, but you've also had some difficulties, I understand, getting to be exactly where you want to be. You can tell us about that. But first and foremost, what is Put Australia First and who are you hoping will turn up to your rally and why?
Well, putting Australia first isn't really very controversial, but apparently the government seems to put their friends first or their foreign acquaintances first. And, when the government is making economic decisions or immigration decisions, we would just like to be put first. Australia sells so much of its energy resources. We sell 88% of our coal, 75% of our gas, 100% of our uranium. And it seems like we are prioritising exporting instead of helping Australia grow. So Put Australia First is not just about immigration, it's about affordable energy, and it's also about freedom of speech, which Sky News loves to talk about. We have the under-16 social media ban coming up soon, and we all know here that it has nothing to do with protecting children. and everything to do with gathering all of our data. I mean, this is the same government that thinks it's okay for a 12-year-old to take, life-altering medications. But the same government says, oh, no, we care so much about your 12-year-old not getting bullied online, and we care so much that we want everybody else's ID and facial data and things like that. So I think Australians have had enough. Just like Rita said, we've had enough, and the attitude of she'll be right, it's not going to fly for much longer in Australia. And I can't wait to see them try to bring in the under-16 social media ban, for them to try to bring in a mandatory digital ID like they're trying to do in the UK. I think it's going to fail miserably, and the patriotic movement in Australia is growing, and we're here for it. So on Saturday, the 29th of November in Sydney, and on the 30th of November in Melbourne, we want to show the government that we have had enough, and we are going to continue to put Australia first. And if they keep pushing us, we'll just keep standing up.
So Monica makes some good points there. And she actually has a statement, or there is a statement on the Put Australia First website. I'll quickly read from that now. The Sydney event has hit some hurdles, beginning with being denied a venue, a stage, a route, and eventually needing to change the date to prioritise groups that are obviously anti-Australian. Sydney City Council has set a deeply concerning precedent by denying Put Australia First to use a stage or even a sound system in a public park, in any public park. For the past 2 years, almost every weekend, extremist groups have freely occupied Sydney's streets and parks, setting up stages, marquees and selling goods without approval or consequence. So this is really interesting, mate, because Clover Moore, who has been the Sydney mayor for 21 years, has attended these events.
The ones that...
Yep.
Okay.
And rallies. She's represented herself there and the Sydney Council as mayor. She walked across the Sydney Harbour Bridge in front of an Israeli flag with a swastika in the middle of it. So that tells you where Clover Moore is at. This is the same lady that wants to shut a golf club in Sydney to give people more parkland. Oh, people should be allowed to walk wherever they like. This is the same lady who's banned gas, and now restaurants are up in arms because they don't know how they're going to be able to cook once they have to swap over to electricity.
What?
Yeah, exactly right. So I missed the March for Australia rally that was, I think, right at the end of October. You didn't go to it either?
I never went to it because I never had any microphones or anything. So
sorry, mate. Well, you did, but they just didn't work.
Yeah, they didn't work
with your phone.
No.
It sounded like, I was overseas, but reading from afar, it sounded like it was nothing but violence.
Well,
rocks being thrown at police, which is a disgrace. And all of that was done by the anti-immigrants.
Yeah, it wasn't from the
March for Australia.
Yeah.
It was done from the other side. It just makes everybody look so bad. That small cluster of people, however many it was.
Yeah, they're still allowed to come in every Sunday and do the same thing.
Well, now I see they're not allowed to wear masks. No one's allowed to wear masks at these rallies anymore.
Well, you just need to pick the pink hair out and you know who they are, man.
It's going to get my hair dyed, especially at the event. It looked more like a lunatic fringe that was anti the March for Australia rally. Yeah, righto. Let's just call them gutless, weak rock chuckers.
Mate, they are paid. Nothing surer. They are paid protesters. Well, then they've got them in America, they've got them in Britain, and they've got them here.
They're Antifa, mate.
They're paid. They're paid to protest.
Well, I hope they go to jail. I hope they get caught and go to jail.
I know, but they're paid by the same people that are running the freaking planet.
No, I'm not. I've got a good idea. Why don't we, and I saw a bit of this in Europe, not from recent, but from old times, why don't we bring back public floggings? That'd be extraordinary, I reckon.
It would.
Not hangings, that's taking it too far.
Yeah.
But
just
good flogging. If someone chucks a rock at a policeman or a police horse,
flog them.
Flog them. Yep, that's what I reckon.
Well, if the police shoot rubber bullets into a crowd.
They were doing exactly that.
Then perhaps they should be flogged as well.
Depends who they're shooting at.
Mate, you do not shoot rubber bullets can kill you, mate.
Yeah.
You do not shoot fucking rubber bullets at fucking your own people who are only protesting.
Maybe they should use that sound wave thing on.
Mate, have you seen that video I sent you?
No.
Yeah, fuck. There was like 100,000 people all quietly praying, and all of a sudden something happened and the whole crowd scattered.
Really?
Yeah. What the hell is that? And they went, we believe this is like sound manipulation when they're sending that certain frequency to you, and it's like you can't be there.
I'll grab the video and put it in. We talked about before we went away how good it would be to have a united Australia all come together, and even if you had 3 or 4 or 5 different things to march for,
I'm willing to like you said, you were in Prague, and there was a massive rally.
protest.
And you said there was people for against the government, there's people against this, people against that. And you also said there was the anti-Israel lobby, which is obviously the similar ones that we've got marching here. And they were all marching together.
They were. There was a massive rally. We were up at the Prague Castle on a Saturday afternoon. We just watched the changing of the guard. So it was about 12:30, and we hear this bang, bang, bang of drums and look up the top of the hill, and a protest is coming down. Thousands of people, jam-packed together, very well organised, all surrounded by the police, right? But they were in blocks, and in blocks they all had their own message, and it was anti-abortion, women's rights, pro-Palestine, anti-government corruption, anti-Israel in Europe.
And they were all
together. All together, mate. All singing their own messages, all chanting, but all together, united. Now,
that would never happen here.
Well, I didn't think it'd ever happen in Prague either, mate. If you know Prague's history, which I know you do, you'd have been shot not that long ago for protesting in Prague. You go 30 or 40 years back.
Yeah, when it was under the East.
And for hundreds of years before that. People used to, instead of protesting, they weren't allowed to protest. But in Prague not that long ago, as a protest, they would put a sign around themselves and go and set themselves on fire in front of the palace.
Just to get noticed.
And there was, at one stage, for a run of a long period of time, someone would go out every weekend and do it to get their message across.
Crazy.
I know. So good on these young people in Prague for standing up and freely speaking. Whether you agree with what they say or not is irrelevant. They were having a crack. You could tell they were liberated.
Yeah. I mean, look, when we went to that protest in the city a couple of months ago, these idiots that were calling us Nazis, if they only stopped to talk to us, I would say to them, I don't agree with what Israel is doing to the whole of Palestine anyway. It's
devastating.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's devastating.
So it's like we aren't we're
not that far apart.
We're not friggin' North Pole, South Pole. We're pretty close.
Yeah.
We all agree the government are stuffed.
Yeah.
And it's the government that has to actually do what the people want. And what the majority wants, the government should be actually portraying that the world's agenda, whatever the agenda is, we shouldn't just be going, oh, they're all Palestinians. It's I'm not negative about the Palestinians. It's the fact that they're negative about anything Australian. We weren't going, oh, fucking Palestinians, blah, blah, blah. None of us were doing that. It was them that were portraying their anger and their bloody ferocity at us.
Yeah.
And we were shocked at it.
Yeah. But that's what happens, mate. It's like that old cartoon, isn't it? Where the king's looking over his people. They're all down below with flames and pitchforks. He says, we need to do something about that. And his mate says, you don't have to do anything. Just get the flame people to take the pitchforks off the pitchfork people. Your problem solved.
Yeah.
People will argue with people. They don't see the bigger picture. The point is people argue with each other. We will go to the rally.
Yep.
In 2 weeks.
And hopefully we'll see a lot of you there.
Hopefully we will. And we'll get to interview a whole heap of you. We will be at the Melbourne one. And over the next 2 weeks, we're going to push it as hard as we can.
Yep.
To get as many on board as we can.
Definitely.
As the speakers are announced, we'll let you know. There's a list of about 12 speakers for the Sydney one. Stay tuned for updates as they come to hand. And as people are announced that are going to speak in Melbourne and Brisbane, we'll let you know. As locations in Brisbane are announced, we'll let everybody know. And as other locations are announced, we'll also let you know. And the message here is for Australia to stand up and be united, right?
Yeah.
It's for all Australians to let the government know that we're fed up. We're under unnecessary pressure, mate.
Yeah.
And stress. How many people do you know are stressed?
I know.
It's too many. So Put Australia First rally, 29 November in Sydney, 30 November in Melbourne.
Yep.
Let's all get on board. The more times we attend these rallies, the more times we get an opportunity to let the government know how we all feel.
Yep.
And if we don't attend these rallies and they peter out, then we've just gone back to exactly where we were 12 months ago when nobody did anything and the government could get away with doing whatever they wanted.
Just look how far UK's come. I mean, they've done a lot worse to their people than our government has done. Yet, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people coming to these rallies every week. And finally, it's making a scratch, you know? And the fact that Reform UK are now in line to actually take over government is massive from Labour and Tories, which is we've not seen for 70 years. Some other politician, some other political party actually being representative of the people to actually come in and do that.
Yeah.
So it's massive.
It is.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
And whether it's One Nation or another
Senator
party that's
ex-Senator Rennick.
Yeah, or a party with Rennick in it. We need a politician that's actually going to stand up for the people and
represent the people.
And represent the people. They work for us, remember.
Yeah.
But as of late, it seems that we work just for them directly, and it's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly right. Something that Monica said also that makes, we're paying more for our energy, yet 88% of our coal goes overseas, 75% of our gas goes overseas, and 100% of our uranium goes overseas.
Yep.
Come on. We should be the richest country on earth.
Yep.
Our energy prices should be subsidised by those sales.
Yeah.
It's insane, mate.
Where does that money go?
Well, it doesn't come back to the government, does it? All right, we will see you on the 30th, or if you're in Sydney, you'll be there on the 29th, or in Brisbane on the 30th, and hopefully more rallies are announced, and we'll do some interviews.
Yep.
Can't wait.
I hope to see you guys, because I met a lot of good people then, and I'd like to see you all back there.
We'll bring this little fella behind us one more time.
Yep.
Good on you.
All right, thanks, guys.
See ya.
See ya.